Hey guys, and welcome to today's racing action here for Speed Force Racing, and of course we are here at Singapore for the Singapore Grand Prix, and of course it's me, Cadwell, or James, whatever you want to know me as, and we're back with the Prem Series today. As you can see, all the Prem drivers are here. There's a few add-in drivers who are here today as well, who are not normally here. They're normally GP2 and maybe even a GP4 driver here tonight in Senna, but alongside me tonight for the second time in this season is Maggi or Gareth.
How are we? I'm back again.
All good? Hey, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, it should be a very interesting race tonight. It should be, with all these new reserves coming in, and yeah, the Prem Series has lacked a little bit of drivers over this last little period, and we can understand it. We can, but yeah, let's have a look at the championships very quickly as we just loading in. We are, so let's head into them. So for the Prem, it's Geo top, Midnight second, Venom third, Black Phoenix fourth, Medium Pilot fifth, Nolan sixth, Furhan Racer in seventh, eighth is Sem, ninth is Laser, 10th is Tony. Then it should be Nick Mania, Spanias, Chris Oy, Alex, Max, Indigo, Zach, Bullet Boy, King David, Messi, and Sam. And then there's a whole bunch. I just looked there. There's about maybe 18 drivers, or well, yeah, about 18 drivers who are reserve.
And the rest.
Yeah. Do you want me to do the rest?
No, God, no. It would take you forever. It would take you forever.
It would. And then very, very quickly, just to give this here, as it's a dry qualifying. Haas top. Ferrari second, Racing Point third, Alfa Romeo fourth, Renault fifth, Williams sixth, seventh is McLaren, Toro Rosso eighth, ninth is Mercedes, and Red Bull in 10th. So there you go, that is your championship standings for the Prem Series. Well, thank you, Senna, for saying dry. So it's a dry race and dry qualifying.
He's always the man to let us know that one every time he does something.
He is.
So at least we know what's going on. But if there's anything like it was last night in GP2, where I didn't have the greatest race, but then again I didn't in GP4 either, where it was rain scheduled for the near the end of the race, but yet for some unknown reason, a few laps in, and it started to rain, and for a good fair few laps. It was bonkers. It wasn't forecast on the game at all, but yeah, we had rain in the middle of the race, which was kind of weird, but it was good fun.
That's crazy, then. That is to know. Very much. So we have quite a few drivers who are actual proper drivers. So we have Laser, of course. We have Venom. We have Indigo. We have Jill. We have Tony, Black Phoenix, and if I haven't said already, Midnight here.
And Messi, Laser Lord as well, so there is a fair few in here, but I'd say the rest of them are all made up of reserve drivers, which kudos to them, helping out the league, jumping in where it's needed. So it would be good to see what kind of talents every other driver's got against some of these fastest guys, but with the likes of Nolan, he's no longer around, medium pilots seem to have vanished off the face of the earth. Raikkonen's gone as well, so it opens up more opportunities for these guys in the lower divisions to reserve in this top end and see what they've actually got.
Indeed, it does, and they really are. Most weeks, as you say about the reserving drivers, have put in a great performance week in, week out. They put in a great performance. So cannot fault them. So it's a reserve driver of TMC_J, TMC starting his lap. So he's the first driver to start a lap, as another driver now just crossing the line.
Toro Rosso just getting on the way of him as well, and it comes down to the big straight. The interesting how some of these guys are going to run their setups around here, because yes, some of these corners are nice, flowing and fast as well at the same time, but it's some are just really slow, and you can never find the right setup. You have run a high downforce, low downforce, how you're going to set your springs up, everything else, the ride height. It's like an Azerbaijan track but slower, which is weird. You can't use that setup around here. I don't know why, but no, you gotta find a completely different setup.
Yeah.
TMC's just coming over the bridge where the old chicane used to be. A load of cars used to just jump over those curves into straight to the barriers half the time, if you remember it.
I don't really remember it, no.
Look it up, it was brilliant.
Okay. Just to say, last night, so for the drivers who are who are Prem Series, last night was by Lyronics, a 1:35.380 on the mediums was the fastest time.
There has been an incident. Black Phoenix is currently out of the session, seems to have retired. I'm not sure what's happened there, but he's come together with someone, and yeah, Black Phoenix is out of the session, retired. I don't know if he's got into a war somewhere. But, he's out.
He is indeed, as we now have times coming through of 38 at the moment.
37.1 from Venom. Not bad from the Scotsman. Chain Gun comes over in a 38. Oh wow, they are laser but hello. Obviously he's gone straight out for the soft, so he's hanging around up to the 34.9.
Wow. That's beaten the Prem times already. So there you go. Beaten the GP2 times already. And Senna a couple of seconds, a minute ago, put "yes I am" to what you said about him saying what you said. So
I said something. I can't remember what I said, but I said it.
Yes.
Right, who else is currently on the lap at the moment? Got a Renault coming over, so it's got to be Messi. Or not? Is he not set a time? He's not set a time as yet. I do apologise for some of my talking. I have fed in my face. Food.
Indeed, so as we look now, so Laserlord with the fast time as we said. Senna second with a 1:36.1 on the softs. Nice lap time from him there. Was anyone else about to cross the line and complete their lap? Have a look.
Not quite. A lot of them are coming in now because they've already done their laps. I said I'm currently on Messi at the moment because I believe he's still on a lap. Electrodan and Indigo both on outlaps at the moment. Electrodan on the mediums and Indigo on the hards. So they're just starting to go around. Another racing point, Tony first I think it is. It's in a 1:50, so obviously he's been held up somewhere or had a very bad mistake. Senna's just come back into the pits now, so now it's down to Messi to see what he can actually pull out the bag on his set of hards.
It is indeed.
Ooh, gets very out of shape at the end there, and he's given up. He's aborted his lap. So he just didn't like those tyres.
No, didn't like them tyres. Indigo is on his lap at the moment, as we have had a few comments come through. Senna says P2. In the comms chat, somebody says your voice is quite quiet.
Because I'm a quiet person. I will adjust it evidently once I've finished eating. Last thing I want is you guys hearing me chomp away on something.
And somebody in the chat says nice to hear Gareth again. So there you go.
That'll be our good old Wardlow Billy. You know, obviously he's not within the league anymore. It's good that he still tunes in and watches the races.
there. Yeah, it's surprising when you have a season full of when you start the season, you should commit to the whole season, and then drivers like with like maybe 5 or 6 rounds to go, like just peter out and don't really want to finish. It's kind of not
it is
the
a bit of a
attitude.
shame. It is a bit of a shame when it actually happens. I don't know why it does. I don't think it's a case of, oh, I can't win the championship. They just don't want to race. I don't know why they do it. I mean, I'm not going to win the championship I'm in. In fact, I can't even win a race, let alone win a championship at the moment. So I just don't get it. I think they expect to be on top because they think they're not fast. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea either, because at the moment there's as we were saying a minute earlier, there's only about 6 drivers, or 7, sorry, in this field who are Prem Series, and the rest are not. So
It is crazy, and it is crazy.
so 10 aren't.
You want to see the complete elite of these guys,
Yeah.
and yet they just don't turn up. Well, I mean, I do it every time I commentate on Prem and talk about it. It's like, where are they?
I agree.
Where do they go? Where do they hide? Do they not want to race with everyone, or is it because they know if they go to another league they're going to be the quickest in that league? What is it? You're in a league with the fastest lot. You're with the elite. Suck it up. Lose.
Yeah. So
That's just me.
I know, but it's like as you say, you've got you've got the top 3 though. You've got Jill, Midnight, and Venom, who are still here. So that's nice to see all of them here, though. They're going to battle for the league championship. Black Phoenix is here as well. We don't have Nolan, Medium Pilot, Furham Racer, Sem, Nick Mania, Spanias, Chris Ori, Alex, Max, Zach, Bullet Boy, King David, Messi, and Sam.
Messi's racing. Messi's in.
Oh, sorry, Messi is here. Sorry, yeah, but so Sam, there you go. So you as I said there, you're looking at about maybe 11 drivers who aren't here.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, is it? Messi's retired as well, so looks like he didn't want to do anything further either. I don't know, is he retired on the finish straight? Oh, he has as well.
He has.
He's been that into the wall, hasn't he?
He has.
There is a driver that has stepped up, big step up for a moment. No, I'm still trying to find out why on earth he's done it. But that is Punch. He's relinquished his drive in GP3 to race in Prem. So, I mean, some people can look at this 2 ways. He's doing it to help the league out. Not to bear his own judgment, yeah, but he's doing it to help the league out. Yes, he could have stayed in GP3 and picked off a couple of points, but he's racing up with the top guys to help out the league. Simple as that. But I'm sure when it comes to Season 7, it's going to massively change from the new game.
I agree. I don't know if we're going to have like a Prem Series next year. People can let us know in the comments, but do you think we will with the new game, or do you think we won't because of how not many people actually want to complete a season?
You still keep the league going because, I mean, in this day and age, there's nothing else we can do. We're stuck inside. So, for a lot of us, this is our life. Do you know what I mean? So, I wouldn't say no, there's not going to be a league. Of course, there's going to be a league. There'll always be a league, all day long.
But do you think there'll be a Prem Series next season or not?
Well, if we've only got 7 drivers for it, what's the point? But at the end of the day, these 7 drivers, if they go into like GP2, it's a bit unfair for those guys in GP2 that they're not going to get a sniff at anything. But then again, it's the same if you drop GP2 to GP3 and GP3 to 4, it's a constant. It's a tangent that follows. You move in, relatively quick drivers who have chance at podiums in one division that have to be bumped down, that are just going to roller coaster. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I never thought about that, but here he comes then, does Sancho Wiz, and gets a 1:35, puts himself third there with 5 minutes and 29 seconds to go. So
yeah, you just got
5:08, sorry. So puts
Electro Dan just coming up to finish the lap as well. He's on a set of softs, and he has abandoned it so does not want to be on those. So I think Electro Dan just wants to start from the back here. He's not had the best season as Electro Dan. I mean, a hell of a top racer as well. You know, like him, Dantan, Yoram. Oh, unfortunately, Yoram's not racing with us anymore. He just upped and left. But Electro Dan's had one very difficult season. He really has. He's not found the magic that he did last year, to be honest. I say with different drivers coming in. He's had some poor results. He's been up and down divisions. He's been struggling to race, you know. But he's one hell of a talented driver, and I don't think he should ever give up what he's actually good at. So, well, you could say the same thing with Laser at the moment. He's currently in pole. This guy's always been a GP2 driver. Keeps trying to go into GP3 all the time, but you know he's just too fast for it. He's one hell of a talented driver as well, and he's currently sitting on pole. You know, he's 34.9. I can't even get out of the 37s, let alone pull out a 34.
Same. Oh, Senna. Oh, Senna just coming into the pit lane, knocks his front wing off.
Well, we didn't need it anyway because he's in the pit.
Yeah,
so he's all good.
At least he didn't need it. That's the positive there.
The problem is with 3 minutes 59, is he going to try and do another lap with the 36.1 he's currently on? I'm trying to see, there is a Ferrari, which will be Paul Punch himself, driving a number 24 car. Let's see what he can pull off with his first proper race in Pro himself. See what he can pull out. And he comes over the line with puts himself in 9th place, gives himself a 1:37.5. Half a second faster than Mike, who's also now racing in Prem as well as GP3. So again, another driver trying to fill these spots out to keep this division going.
Yeah, it's very nice that people drivers do that.
So there's 4 guys that have not set times. Like I say, they got Veska, Electro Dan, Messi and Black Phoenix, but they are both out. So Veska and Electro Dan are both on out laps at the moment.
TCM just set, say, 35.1, so he puts himself second.
He did, putting that McLaren on the front row. Didn't see that one. He hasn't got a teammate tonight, so that McLaren is running all on his own. So hopefully he can make Zach Brown Howard. Yeah, can't get words out. Let's see if he can make good old Bruce. Whoa, Tony first comes in with a 34.9 dead, so that knocks off Laser Lord off top. He's doing really well as Tony first as well. He's been getting up to the point, so very talented driver, very good driver as well.
He has indeed. Anyone else here who could improve? Jill's out of this session, so Jill thinks he's done enough or has binned it, so he's out. Anyone else?
Not on a lap at the moment.
He's about to start one.
Adam will be coming in. So Veska's just setting himself up as well.
Oh, Tony's retired. He's crashing into the wall.
Oh dear. Don't want to be doing that.
I think
Bundy's on a lap as well. I'm just trying to find someone on the lap at the moment. It was actually difficult to find anyone on the lap. So no TMC is currently coming in. Then we've got another Red Bull, which I think will be... It is Laser Lord currently on a lap at the moment. He's running those soft tyres again. It's kind of a strange decision why he's using these soft tyres, because they're only going to basically last 3 laps. In the chat there, trying to say Senna's going to win. I would say, is that the first person to go into a wall or retire? So Laser Lord comes in. He's again abort in a lap, and then we have, I believe, it's Midnight. It's not Midnight. It's Chain Gamer also on an out lap. Midnight's on an out lap. It is
purple second sector for Electro down. So
he's really pushing it. He's pushing it, but everyone gets the purple sector in sector 2 for some unknown reason. Another one of these glitches in the game. Doesn't matter how fast or slow you go, you will get a purple sector. But the next one across the line is not Venom. He's reported his lap. He was about 20 seconds down.
Indeed.
It's Senna currently on a lap at the moment. It's just started one. Electro Dan moves into 8th with a 36.5.
What about Wesker, is it? Wesker?
Veska.
Across.
He
Vesker,
moves
sorry.
to P5. Santu is also retired. Oh, I think Senna's hit the wall. Steady wanted to be first at something. He's been the first man to hit a wall.
He is.
Shame. He's going to be starting in P7, but he's got some very racy guys behind him.
Bundy just sets Bundy up to 11th from 14th.
I think we've got Chain Game on a lap as well, down in the
We do.
Haas. We've got Midnight behind him as well, who is also on a lap, so they're going to be working in tandem, the two Haas teams, the two Haas cars, should I say.
Could be. Scuba MUFC says JHT for the win. And then
See
a
what's
fire
up,
emoji.
So we've got a JHT fan in. If you can line us who JHT is, that'd be great. Chain Game moves into 5th place with a 36.5 Midnight pole.
Oh, 34.617.
On a set of mediums.
Wow.
Okay, boys, let's all go home. I think that's about it. I can't see anyone else doing anything because, as we know, since Senna's got a damaged front wing, so he won't be putting his lap in. And there's your qualifying, that's it. So, by the looks of it, looking down the order, it's Midnight on pole, alongside him is going to be Tony. In row 2, it's Laser and TMC. And you got Gilles and Chain Game on row 3, Vesker and Sancho, it's Senna and Mike, Electro Dan and Mike Bundy, Indigo, Venom, Punch, Black Phoenix, and bringing up the rear of the grid is the Renault of Messi.
Indeed. So yeah, Black Phoenix and Messi did not complete a lap, but that is just to say we do have credit where credit's due though for the actual championship, as I keep saying, because we all need to praise them. Jill, Midnight, Venom, and Black Phoenix are here, so the top 4 in the championship are still here battling away for the win. Venom, if you just to say, Jill is leading on 161 points. Second is Midnight on 150 points. Then it goes 135 and 115, and that is Venom and then Black Phoenix.
It's going to be close to see what happens, but Venom starting all the way down in 14th, but he does have free tyre choice.
Is there the hell,
you know,
to confirm?
let's say Midnight and Gilles 1st and 5th. And I think then the next guy there to really battle anything, which is Black Phoenix, but he's on P16, so
yeah.
The only way they're going to really do anything from here is it's going to be one of these where it's a case of how many safety cars are we going to get? Is there going to be chances for these guys to scrub off these faster tyres and then obviously crack on here?
Indeed, we have 2 seconds to go until we get the race. We have 2 seconds now to go until the race starts, so let's see.
It's going to be an interesting strategy here with 3 guys on the softs, like I say, with Senna and of course the 2 guys at the top as well. They've got to be hoping for safety cars. Honestly, there's no way that they're going to get absolutely annihilated with those. In the chat, Pro Oliver, hello there, good old Oliver. Nice to see you again. He's saying Laser first, Midnight second, and Chain Game third. That's very optimistic.
And Lee saying that JHT, he's rapid. Okay then.
Obviously, Lee knows who JHT is. It must be a previous driver. So I do not know. So the guys are just getting their setups ready, and we all should be cracking into this one.
Yeah, TMC JHT.
Strategy-wise,
Master Train. Okay.
formation map. Here we go.
Let's have a look. Just very quickly, just to tell you, we've got mediums for Mike, hards for Electro Dan, Bundy, Venom, Punch, and Black Phoenix, and then mediums again for Indigo and Messi.
Yeah, Mike will have to start on the mediums because obviously he's inside the top 10, obviously 10th onwards.
Yeah.
But it's the 3 guys as well that are on the softs, you know, Tony, Laser, and of course Senna. Those tyres are going to die after about 4 laps. So they must pray and hope to dear God that a safety car comes in, so they can safety car comes out in the first couple of laps, so they can jump on hard, because the hards around here will last a long time. Not the entire race; they will never ever last 31 laps because they will be dead. The wear won't go, but he won't go very fast. Put it that way.
So what do you think the strategy will be there?
Those that are starting on the hards, it's straight from the hard. You can actually do a 2-stop on the hards. You can also do the hards around about lap 11, and then do about 10 laps each on another two sets of mediums. You can stretch it out, which is more risky because, like I say, the mediums will die off completely. You can run the hards till lap 20, and then after that you can do, like I say, 11, 12 laps on those mediums, because that's about all they're going to last. The hards will last forever, but you will go very, very slow, and for some reason Midnight and Tony were just blasted out in front, and
I'll be back in
no
1
one
second.
else wants to catch up. Those guys on mediums, I think, to be honest, they're going to do again to run about lap 10, lap 11, and then go straight to the hards. Vice versa for the guys on hards. Those guys on softs, on the other hand, they're going to have the harder strategy, to be honest, because the only option for them would be a possible 2-stop. So I don't think a 1-stop will work for those guys on softs.
Okay then.
They just ran in the last couple of corners. The entire grid's caught up. So hopefully no one bashes into each other, because then they're going to get reset on the grid and they're going to get very cold tyres. But so we're in the last corner.
Has anyone actually bashed into each other? Let's just check. No, everyone's still going.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a first.
I've said this and I always say it around Singapore, the pit entry and the pit exit are the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, they are.
Because the pit exit itself it gets that narrow when you've got to turn left, you can actually clip the wall.
You can.
It just makes it so hard, and trying to get into it, because it's such a... You slow down to turn left, you've basically got to stop to go around it. It's a silly pit lane. It really is a silly pit lane.
Well, Messi is just slotting in the back in 17th on the last row of the grid. Yeah, here he is, just ready and waiting to go, waiting for the red lights because there's a yellow flag at the back still. So just wait. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here for the Prem Singapore Grand Prix, and we're off and away we go. Nice start from everybody at the front of the field. It's a better start from the mid pack though. Has to be said.
There's a better start, but there's a bit of a close contact. Oh dear, the Renault went into the back of Chain Game, and then Sanchez must have went into the back of those, and it's dropped all the way down the field for Sanchez. So I think he's picked up a bit of damage. Let me just double check. He's dropped well off. I think he has. Let me just double check. Has he got all his parts on his front wing?
Let's have a look.
Just angle.
Yes, he does. I think he has all of it.
The cars in front. So
he
does. No, he's still got all of his front wing. So it looks like he just took some avoiding action.
Between the side by side they go. JHT is trying to get past Jill here. Around the outside, that's a bold move, and he's done it.
Later goes into the back of Gilles, and funny enough, Later's not picked up any damage.
Oh, Jill sliding.
Tony went sideways.
Tony slide.
Tony slide.
Unbelievable.
This is a great start. Midnight can capitalise on this as well, because he's obviously pulled out to 1.5 seconds now. Obviously TMC is literally round the back of Tony. Oh god, look at that. Dip in front. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
But Tony's going to try the cutback.
he is going to try and cut back. Because he won't get the inside line. Can he get it for the next one?
He's going to cut the can't.
No, here comes Gilles as well. Gilles going to try and go for underneath the tunnel.
Oh, they touch! He's
blocked. They're all going into each other. What is going on? So yes, Gilles has to do a quick reset. There's no other way. Oh my goodness me.
I think we're going to get some pit stops now.
We are. Indeed we do. Unfortunately we can't have a go at Gilles for resetting there, because it was a dangerous position. There was nothing he could do. He's fallen back as well. So he's just overheated his tyres and he can't get in the back. He's just trying to get them down temperature, but there was nothing he could do. He had to reset, and yeah. For some unknown reason, I don't know why, but Senna, I'm not sure what's got into Senna's head, but he's put on a full set of wets.
Oh, right. But
Senny, you right, mate? What you playing out there, boy? I bet he's going to be cursing in this chat now. That
IGK Jill dirty driver, says somebody in the chat just now.
I wouldn't say that was a dirty drive. He was going for a move. He had all intention of trying to pull that move off. It just didn't pull off. Yes, he could have backed out, but at the same time, Tony could have also given him a bit of room so they could actually gone too. You can't really go too wide through there. It's not really a position where you can go too wide, but Jill tried it, it didn't pay off, and unfortunately he spun round, so you can't really knock that, but obviously Tony has taken a bit of a brunt of it.
Here we go then, down the inside goes Messi, and Messi's got past Bundy, or has he though? They're going to still go side by side.
Yeah, Messi's ahead at this point, Bundy's not going to get that back.
And
trying to find...
It's Senna, he went off at Sector 2, so...
Well, I'm not surprised he's gone off at Sector 2, he's got full wet tyres on dry track, so... Max is saying Gio is too dirty for this league. Gio's been around for a while, and he's just a hard racer. You've always got to take your opportunities where you can find them. I mean, if you believe you can make a move, oh, that's Senna gone round again. You got to go for it. You can't spend all your life sitting behind a driver. You have to try and make those opportunities. You've got to go for the passes. If they don't pull off, okay. So either you're in the spin or the opposing driver's in the spin. But you've got to take chances. You've got to go for the moves.
Laser now coming out the pits on his set of hards. Now he goes on to, and he only managed 2 laps on the softs. Laser Lord there. Laser.
Yeah, the softs just don't last at all. They really don't. It's going to be interesting whether or not you can last 28 laps on a set of hards, as Mike's also done the same thing. So a few pit stops already. But everyone from 12th place up, hole punch up, and the Ferrari have not yet pitted. But I believe Senna will pit again because he's over a minute behind. I don't know why. I'll have to ask him later. He's on a full set of wets.
Maybe the game glitched. I don't know.
Or maybe he just forgot to set them because he's a silly Billy. Question is now, can he get in the pit lane, or will he retire? That's the thing. No, that's the last thing we want Senna to do is retire. He's going to get laps. That's true. He's going to get laps, and he has been lapped now because Midnight's just gone past him. TMC just puts in the fastest lap of the race at 39.7. Chain Gang gets well out of shape down the final corner. Veska's got a bit of a run on him at the moment. Not quite close enough into the first set of chicanes. I wonder if we can get DRS out of turn 4 and get him down a so-called straight with a kink in it. Is he close enough? Is he close enough? DRS is now popped open. See if Chain can hold him off. Chain does not go defensive. Looks like Veska was too far behind to put the move off.
It didn't look like
Gio
that.
again. Gio again all over a racing point. This time it's Venom.
As Sancho Wiz goes past Bundy, so up to 10th he goes, and Bundy down to 11th.
See Bundy and Sancho is both reserving tonight as well. Like I said, there was a lot of reserves here tonight. There's a yellow flag, and that is a Renault. That is just Senna. He's letting everyone past. Whoever said Senna was going to win, he's going to win by becoming last. Going to win by being the last man across the finish line.
As Tony there has been overtaken by Indigo, so Indigo up to 13th.
Again, Indigo, Indigo, another awesome driver who's just not been racing as much this season due to other commitments. But he's a cracking little driver. I mean,
he is.
The race he does turn up for, he got some awesome points out of it. It's a bit of a shame. Obviously, his other commitments stop him from racing in the league.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see him do a full season to show his true potential and what he really can do. It's the same with Zach as well. Obviously, some have said that he's actually a full-time GP4 or F4 driver or something. So it's a bit of a shame that we can't really see his true talent when it comes to a sim racing game. Because I'm sure if we did, then he'd be racing, winning every single race, or try and prove what he can against the rest of these guys. So it's a bit of a shame. I see a lot of guys in this league that are just not racing, got so much potential.
Jill.
He's the current Prem champion.
Oh, he backs. Oh, Jill there went a bit wide, and Venom gets back through.
He's trying it again, isn't he? He's trying it again.
He tried it on
Between
the
that, Messi
same
has
field.
got ahead of Electrodan. So people have, in regards to a track that's difficult to overtake, there's been a hell of a lot of them.
There has, indeed. So just to give you some ideas very quickly, on stopped, everyone from 13th down to 17th have stopped. Venom up, and positions gained, Venom up 9, Black Phoenix up 9, same for Messi, up 3 for Chain Game, Wesker, and Punch, and then up 2 for JHT and Electro Dan, and then up 1 for Bundy. It is
the reserve guy is doing really well here tonight. I say 3 reserves in the top 5, which is JHT, Chain Game, and of course Veska as well. So Jill is still, again, he's attacking Venom. Obviously, this is bringing Black Phoenix into the play as well, who's obviously just 2 seconds behind. But Jill with the wing open now, I think Venom is going to be on everything he can to keep this guy behind him. Really is.
He is indeed.
But if he can get a good run out of turn 4, he might have a chance down into turn 6 after the kink at 5. Venom did run a little bit wide. See Veska again, only 6/10 behind Chain Game, but we're going to have to start looking in front before too long, because JHT, TMC, whichever which way we want to call him, is now only a second behind Midnight. That's going to be an interesting battle at the front. I'm staying in the mid pack at the moment, with also Electro Dan only 2/10 behind Sanchez at the moment. There's going to be a fight there between the Williams and the Red Bull.
Yeah, as we're just looking here, Venom is Jill is first, Venom is second in championship, and Black Phoenix is fourth. So it's first, third, and fourth nearly back in here. Messi.
That was Messi. That's gone round.
He has. Is he gonna come back
teammate
on?
Through.
Oh, he's on the line.
He needs to move that car. Yeah, he needs to move that car. He's moved it now, but this happened in one of the other races. I think it was GP3. There was a guy letting everyone past, and he got disqualified because he basically could not turn around. He was in a position where he couldn't. In any sense, it could have been what Jill did: just reset your car, especially in a tight, twitchy track like this. Sometimes you've got no choice.
And I think we're going to get it down the next OS straight here, because TMC is 6/10 behind now. So
he really has picked up the pace, hasn't he? And
he just picked up a penalty though.
He does. He has picked up a penalty. He's trying to obviously use a bit more curb in turn 4 through the kink in 5, down to turn 6, where last season I made so many moves around here in GP 3 and 4. I was lucky not to win in GP3, to be fair.
Here goes Venom quickly. Sorry, on Wreck-It, what? Veska, sorry. I keep making that mistake. Veska, sorry, and it doesn't make it stick on Veska.
It doesn't, but look who's right behind Venom as well. Is Gilles again. He keeps hounding him. So unless Veska's starting to lose a bit of traction in those mediums, the only reason why Venom and Gilles are catching up to Veska right now. But then again, Veska's catching Chain Game, so this is going to be an interesting fight for third. But then again, you've also got a fight for first. So who do we watch? What do you think, guys, in the comments? Which one shall we watch? Between Midnight, or shall we watch the one for third? Which one's best? No one wants to say anything. But either way, this is going to be an interesting one. Midnight has been able to pull out, but I think Midnight can actually pull away during the final sector by the looks of it. But obviously TMC is going to have DRS again 6/10 behind over this lap. Chain Game's starting to pull a bit of a what I often will say he was going to pull a gap out, but that's gone. Veska's got Veska, that's it, that's why Veska's gone into the pits. Veska is ditching these tyres.
We want to see the P1 battle, and then we'll watch the P1 battle unfold. There's TMC right on the 0.4 now behind. It's the problem is he gets the DRS but then can't close the gap quick enough.
No, that's the problem with this trap, because there's a kink in it, like I say,
Okay.
the turbo for turn 5. It sort of reduces the drag input, because then you have to start turning the car, so you're going to get lateral drag at the same time. So you're going to have the pushing against the car than it is trying to go over it. So you start losing a bit of slipstream trying to follow someone.
Yeah, it was Venom now right on the back of Chain Game. So
Half a second behind, pretty much just about the same, as close as this battle here. But oh god, Jim just clips the wall as well coming out of that corner. But I say this battle at the front goes between 3 to 7 tenths, so Midnight is able to pull out a gap in some areas where TMC pulls it in others, and where TMC pulls it back is lucky enough in the straights where he can't gain anything. So Midnight at the moment is controlling this extremely well.
the one straight I think he should be controlling this is the start line straight here.
This is a short straight, and TMC cannot just get close enough. But what TMC has to do here is then get an awesome run out of this chicane and then out of turn 4, and hope that Midnight will make a mistake, because Midnight's holding this at the moment.
Oh, Chain Game into the pit lane. So that lets
And he
Venom,
get a penalty at the same time.
Jill and Black Phoenix get past.
So again, you come down to, I say, through the kink at 5, and
Oh,
again,
Messi has spun it.
he's right to the back, isn't he? Now we've got a yellow team sector flag. How has he spun it there?
He's put it on the straight.
Interesting. So again, I was just watching Midnight TMC coming down the straight through, from 4 through 5 and into 6. TMC cannot get close to him. He just can't close the gap in quick enough. He's 7 tenths behind, then gets to 3, pulls in a few tenths.
Oh, Messi
But
spun
not
it again.
That was not. That was. It was. So Messi's just not unable to control the car at the moment. He's not having a good race.
No, he's definitely not.
The 2 Renaults at the back of the field there, 16, 17.
Oh.
But on the other side of it, we still have. Messi's actually gone now.
He's crashed into the wall, I think. Yeah, he hit the wall.
Well, that's a bit silly if you crashing yourself out. There's no need to do that. There really isn't no need to crash yourself out. But, and of course he's left as well. So not had a good race, but if you're going to retire, just retire with it. It's just easier. Just makes more sense to do that way. But again, still at the front, Midnight is starting to pull out. It's not the biggest gap in the world, but he's pulling a gap out. They've both done 9 laps on those medium laps, so they're going to start to feel the strain. As I believe Venom will start to eat away that 13-second gap as well.
Indeed. So, with mediums, do you think it will be a couple of laps now until pit stops, or?
I mean, if anything, these guys might be able to stretch these out to around about 12, 13, but nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. And they'll just jump straight onto the hards and do the rest of the race. Simple as that.
So there you go then. So it is Midnight leading, TMC second, third Venom, then it's Jill in 4th, 5th Black Phoenix, 6th Sancho Wiz, 7th Electro Dan, 8th Bundy, 9th is side by side they are, and it's Indigo just got past Punch, and then and as I speak, in 10th now is Chain Game, 11th is Tony, 12th Laser, and 13th
Vesca's lost it out of 4
Vesca
as well.
has spun it.
And yeah, he's got a damaged front wing as well. I wonder if that's going to be another retiree. He's going to be right to the back. Mind you, he's still got a minute and a half on centre, so he's not going to be bottom, he's not going to be last, but he's going to be ages away from the pack. It all depends how on earth he can, how well he's going to drive around here with a broken wing. Because it's not easy. It can be done, but it ain't easy. As Midnight comes to the pit, so TMC will inherit the lead.
That's an early pit stop for Midnight there.
It is a bit early, so it must have been feeling the pressure there, to be honest, and then obviously worn out these tyres a bit more than normal.
Did a bit of front wing damage.
No front wing damage. He's in. He's on the set of hards, which I thought he would be. The question is though, does TMC react to this? Does he
Jill's
try and pull
coming.
out?
Jill has come in, but the Ferrari team weren't ready. Oh, they were. Sorry, glitch on my screen. Glitch on my screen. Jill's now out on another set of no, on the hard. Where's Jill going to come out?
Yeah.
Is he going to come on P8?
He's going to be P8 easy because Indigo's about 19 seconds behind him, so
Yep.
he's going to easily come out.
Oh, will he though? Here comes mid Indigo. Indigo's got him. Well, I never.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect that. Our pit lane is long then. Longer than I thought. The question is that there's only 3 guys on mediums now, which is Indigo has been on those for 9 laps. So obviously he got rid of those. He got rid of his other ones quite quickly as Mike picked up a 3-second penalty for cutting too many corners. But also you got Sanchez up in 4th place at the moment with 10 lap hold mediums, and the same with the leader TMC. So it's going to be a case of when the other guys come in, and then it's going to be near enough everyone on the hards to the end of the race. Apart from Venom, Black Phoenix, Electrodan, Bundy, Punch, and some of the others as well down at the bottom end, they're going to have to pit again. That's going to do something brave. But TMC does come into the pit as I thought he might. He's reacted to Midnight pitting early and he's done the same thing, which means then Venom will inherit the lead. He's been closely followed by Black Phoenix, who's only half a second behind.
He will. Is he going on to the hards? Indeed he is. Very quick pit stop there, and out he comes. I think Sancho Wiz comes in, and I think we have a battle between Lazy Lord and Tony's in the wall. Tony has hit the wall.
No, he won. There's still a problem with this track. You can't hit walls.
You can.
At least there's no phantom wall this time, like there was in GP4 last season.
Oh
which,
yeah.
Where only 7 drivers finished, and I was able to manage and inherit a victory out of that one. But it also happened in GP3 as well with a phantom wall. Oh, Tony's at the wall again. Is it coming underneath the bridge? She's not really. He's got no end plates on that front wing at all now, and he's toasted it. He's tucked it into a wall again. He's still going. He's got no front wing now. I think after such a good race, and Tony's got no front wing at all. He's going to try and get in that pit. Is that it for Tony? He's going to try, or is he going to continue? Because you just never know with this race.
He might continue.
Because you never know what might happen. You might be able to stay and pick up a point. He's going on the softs.
Interesting.
Very. Those softs were not the last 19 laps.
They won't indeed.
He'll be running on rims after 9. That's actually not a joke. That's a fact, chap. That's a fact.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know.
Black Phoenix has got a good run out the final corner. He's still trying to take that. He wants that first place, you know. He's trying to get that with the racing one, but again, those straights are not long enough. And there's a Williams in the wall. That is Sanchez. He's got it going again, but I'm sure Sanchez has got some damage on that front, on the front of that Williams, and he hasn't. Fancy that! Looks like he stopped it enough. And Indigo's picked up a 10-second penalty. Wow.
Oh,
And that must have been entering the pits.
He's done it.
And he's also got a 5-second for speeding.
Black Phoenix has got through at the lead. I think you just said that, but he's finally actually kept it stick and has got the lead over Venom now.
Does, and Max has picked up a penalty as well, so a lot of these guys now starting to explore the track limits a bit too much, as you will, because some of these will just catch you out when you're trying to go for it. But I think Venom's going to try and attack Black Phoenix back here. But Midnight and TMC, they are your obviously net 1 and 2 at the moment once the first 2 come into the pit.
Oh, Sancho Wiz has gone off. Oh, hit the wall.
He's overcooked the tyres, hasn't he? He had a bit of a spin beforehand, and he's not moving. He's in the wall, and he's not doing anything else. Is that him?
Is that him trying to retire then? Like, let the game just disqualify him or something?
I don't know.
It has. 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 It has.
You've got a broken wheel on his car. They've actually retired his car in the middle of the track.
Oh wow.
Well, that's just silly.
Will this be a safety car then? We haven't actually seen one this race.
Which makes a change. It really does.
It does.
But I think Sanchez could have just rolled to the pits and just retired in the pits, to be honest. But again, that's just my opinion. Retire in the pits if you don't want to race. Senna could have done the same thing as so could have Tony as well. Senna's miles behind everyone, so we could have just happily retired. But Senna's still going. He's a minute and 9 behind Tony, but he's not give up. So that's 2 guys gone. That's Messi and Sanchez both gone. Sanchez has been obviously disqualified from the session for just hitting a wall and just thinking, I can't bother, I'm just going to keep it there.
Oh, somebody else has hit the wall now, so I don't know who that is. Somebody else has gone off. It's a McLaren, it looks like. I don't think we have a McLaren. Oh no, it's popped out. So whatever car that was has now gone.
The only McLaren is TMC. You're saying TMC's hit a wall somewhere? It's got his front end plates.
It must have been Sancho's car still showing up on my screen then.
Yeah, it was parked. It was parked up.
Fair enough. Probably was then. But I personally think it'd be. I think maybe another like 4 or 5 laps, and then the hard runners will come in.
4 or 5 laps, it's possible. Yes, I mean, like I say, lap 19, 20. Then they had a flag. That is Tony again. Is that Tony? It is Tony. Tony stopped at the entry and don't.
He's now coming.
He was stopped at the pit entry, so I don't.
He was on my screen. So
was he trying to retire? I don't.
It's a crazy race tonight.
Yeah, I'm confused by what some of these drivers are doing to retire from the race. But Tony just made me. I was baffled. He's brought on with a set of softs.
Is he racing or is his AI racing for him? Oh, he spun it in the first corner.
I don't know. I don't know. What the Prem drivers do in these races sometimes baffles me, and I don't quite know what Tony's doing. He's on a set of softs for 2 laps. For some reason, stopped in the entry of the pit lane, and I don't know.
We don't know really, but you can see it.
I'm lost for words.
I am as well, but back to near the front. Venom was dropped off at 2 seconds now to Black Phoenix, and Midnight has caught up. He's half a second behind. So
he is. I say Midnight's got the fresher tyres now, but at the same time he's using those fresher tyres advantage because he's pulling out a gap. He's 1.2 seconds ahead of TMC as Warner before the pit stops. It was half that. I know it's not a lot, but around here 6/10 it is a lot.
And here he goes, and is he going to try in the last corner, Midnight, to get through, or is he going to try down the start line straight here? He's literally 2 tenths behind, so he could pop the DRS now and go for it, and is he going to get through?
I think Venom will just concede this. I can't see Venom putting a fight in the air. Look at that, straight past him.
Venom
did
says
it without even using any ERS either, so it's just crazy. I don't know how these guys do it half the time. I did that one race at Spa and I was like, oh my god, I had 5 cars trying to come past me through the bus stop chicane. I was like, oh god. Then I got speared out of the race, but yeah. And that's Venom lost another position. That's TMC, got him very easily.
Indeed.
So,
does that mean the tyres are dropping off there?
For the hard runners, yes. This is the stage where you get to this point in the race where the hard tyres are this old. The mediums will be around about 2.5 seconds quicker. That was my problem in GP4. Then again, I did have about 4 nose changes, so yeah. I was in the pit.
Here he goes then, does Electro Dan.
Tony's retired and in the wall.
Past Mikey goes, and yet Tony has retired now. Will this be the first safety car? Will it?
It's in an area where it could be. It's right in the Phantom barrier area of last season. And no, his car's just been moved, so...
No safety car at the moment, wow.
I think it's because the field's so spread out, there's no point.
It could have been a virtual safety car, could have been, but...
It could have. It could have. Oh, Electro Dan, slow down, will you? Stop cutting those corners. As he picks up a 3-second time penalty for that as well.
I always say it, but it could have been a virtual safety car, as you know.
Black Phoenix is losing a lot of time now. He really is. His tyres are coming to the end of their life expectancy. He's got a few more laps in, and he's going to be so off the pace. But
that could be interesting if we have one. Indeed.
I don't think it's going to be this lap though.
No.
You see, TMC has not got DRS on Midnight either. Has not got it. Whilst Midnight does.
Just looking here as Bundy now comes in and out he comes. He has managed 16 well, around 16 laps I think Bundy managed there on the hards. As he now comes out the pits on the mediums.
Indigo's got a hole punch down on the finish straight. So Indigo up into 9th place.
And Bundy just comes out in front of them.
Just comes out in front of them. So not very often we see two Mercedes and a Ferrari on the same stretch of track. Just not that far down.
Is Indigo going to try and get past Bundy here? But I don't know if he will. He's closed the gap though, so he could do. No.
Yeah, but Bundy just came out of the pits. But the thing is, Bundy's on fresh road. Bundy's on mediums. Got 14 laps on mediums. That's going to be a stretch there, Bundy boy. Really is.
He might have done it last night.
Yeah, again, it's still difficult to do because the tyres they'll be screaming at you, please stop. They will be dying. But I think Midnight's going to get Phoenix here on the start-finish straight. Is he?
No.
You know, he's saving it. He's waiting.
In comes Venom. In comes Venom. So let's see what he goes on to. Probably be mediums, knowing Venom. We'll keep an eye on that, just in case if it's not mediums. It is mediums for Venom.
TMC just had the biggest wiggle in the world, and for a bit of showboating as well, thought he'd give the car a shake at the same time. Look, Midnight, he's right at the back of that gearbox.
Here we
go.
go.
Goes down the inside. Ooh, what a squeeze! I couldn't make it stick either.
Oh.
Can't get the other side either. This is a great fight right now. Phoenix is defending awesomely. Can he do it into the bridge section? Goes wide. Can he get the cut back on the inside? He does. He's pushing Midnight out wide, which is legal to do, but TMC is coming into the mix as well. What are they going to do on the hairpin? TMC is ahead of Midnight. Midnight's got back.
No, TMC's done it. Oh my.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So the squabbling of they thought pushing the fastest time I should do. So with the squabbling Midnight trying to get past Phoenix and just sitting up behind him for so long, it's played benefit for TMC, who nearly lost it out turn 4 as well.
On board we'll go and have a look, see what it's like on board. I think he will. I think Black Phoenix will come in this lap probably. It will be.
And Senna has retired from the race.
There we go.
Phoenix does pit, so TMC's benefited out of all this and got himself straight up to the. Senna just says no point. There's no point in doing this.
And you are rightly saying, Lee. TMC, as you were saying earlier, is a quick driver. He must be really quick then, because he's up in P1 right now. So. He is showing us the pace.
He's pulled it half a second as well. He's trying to obviously weave a little bit to try and break the toe. See what Midnight can do. See if Midnight can play a few mind games with him right now and see what happens. If he can keep with him or not. But as we knew from on the first stint as well, that TMC could catch up. But it's going to be interesting. Bundy puts in the fastest lap of 39.0. I'm not sure what's happening. Chain Game's all the way down to 11th. I'm sure Mike and Horpunch will be coming in the pits before too long. Might be the loser there coming out the corner. Horpunch Adam is just having a nice little race on his own. Like Kimi Räikkönen was back in 2018.
And here he goes, and he's going to try down the inside. No, he's not. He decides to back off there, does Midnight. So TMC is quick, but Midnight's closing. He was 0.08 behind him a second ago.
There's nothing between these two, is there? I think Midnight is really going to charge and push him, but again, at the same time, these guys have got to be careful they don't pick up any penalties because they are getting very, very close. It's cutting these corners here, so well, depends what they can do.
That's the problem though with Midnight, as I just saw there. He's very slow in the last couple of corners, and then very quick around the rest of the circuit. It's very surprising.
See if we can do anything out of turn 4 for the kink at 5 down to 6. Again, TMC loves to just switch back inside very sharply to try and break any sort of early toe. And that is where TMC is actually gaining his time, is down those quick sections, but through sections 2 and 3 is where Midnight can actually start reeling them back in, but the gap's now to 7/10. If that gap gets to a second by the next lap, then I can't see Midnight reeling that in. I really can't. It's 8/10 now, so I think TMC has actually turned the wick up a little bit here. He hasn't got a lot of VRS. As Midnight has 80%, TMC's only got 13. Can be interesting how that develops. So we're going to lose some viewers in a minute because the Raw Grants can do practice round Russia.
Here we are then, as Midnight now crosses the line, heads around to TMC JHT, not looking too disappointed, but Midnight gets a penalty straight away. So Midnight's got the penalty there of the 3 seconds.
I'll say Midnight really has to push now because he knows he's got that penalty, so he can't do anything. He's got 10 laps. Try and force TMC into a mistake and get past it.
Can be interesting. As in P7 is Bundy, trying to get past Electro down here. Let's see what happens between these two drivers. Here.
Half a second between him, but obviously very good friends in the admin as well.
Yeah.
With those two themselves, I mean, Electrodan's having one hell of a stellar race. You know, as I said earlier, in qualifying he's had a struggling season so far, but to be sitting in 6th place, he's definitely holding his own. Yes, Bundy's behind him on 1 lap of fresher mediums. Going to see how that again. Just too many battles to develop.
As here he goes, just Bundy down the inside, and he's done him. Through he goes into P6.
We know he's going to come back, but he's on the wrong side to actually do it. I think Electrodan just needs to get his rhythm back because he's one hell of a fast driver. He really is. He really is. I'm sure he'll get it. He'll get it back. If not this season, then I'm sure season 7 is going to come back out fighting. Everyone has bad seasons, and that won't do the confidence anybody. He picks up penalty at the same time.
It's a very surprise now because the gap at the front has gone down to 0.6 now. So something must have happened. There, it must have.
Midnight's turned the wick up, basically. Venom... Was that Venom going wide? I don't know. I don't know what it was, but... No, I mean, if you look at what the ERS is, I mean, TMC has currently got 17%. Midnight can just run in that toe behind TMC and build up that ERS charge because they've got 75%. So there's a massive difference, so... I mean, I think Midnight's just waiting for his opportunity, and that's it, he's just going to go flying. A hole punch, 20 laps on those hards at the moment. I don't think you're going to get all the way on those, buddy. Because Laser's going to come behind you and go, bye-bye, in a minute. Though, obviously, hole punch 21 seconds behind Indigo at the moment. So obviously that gap is increasing by the moment. Obviously Laser Lord right behind him now, so Laser's going to get DRS get the DRS down to under the bridge. He's got a better run at 3 already, so what could be like into 4? Adam lets him go. Adam lets him go into 4. Didn't put up a fight, just let him go.
He didn't fight. As here they come to the line, then start lap 23. Come your top 2, who are only separated now by 5 tenths. So we're closing in. The top 2 are now on each other.
I've been told, I really chose the wrong track to commentate on. Singapore's easy to commentate on. I know 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and that's it. Leave me alone. Damn you, Senna. Damn you.
Oh, a little...
Midnight loses it. Loses out a bit of a wiggle out of 4.
But doesn't really lose much time though. He's closed that gap down to a 10th now. That's a surprise.
Yeah, this track... I wonder if you can do it. Yeah, into 7.
Not many opportunities to overtake really, but...
There is a lot of opportunities. Again, you have to, like I said, some people say that LG was a dirty moves and whatnot. I say it's not. Unless you push someone else out, then yeah, maybe it's a dirty move. But if you're trying to put yourself into a gap, which makes them move out wide, that's a fair pass in my eyes.
I agree. I totally agree.
Talk about Jill, he's about 15 seconds behind the front two with Phoenix 4 seconds behind and Venom 13 behind them. So yeah, with them two having a bit of an earlier fight earlier on, they've spread out a little bit. And okay, Hole Punch goes on to soft rate laps. He's going to be good for 2, then he's going to be dying. Good luck, Adam. Senna says he was literally sleeping on Tuesday. Well, Senna, you're the one that wanted to race every day. Have a break. Literally, you're racing every day.
Yeah. It's midnight now. Is he going to get the toe this time? Let's have a look.
Always get the toe down here. He's not using all his ERS deployment either.
No, he's good at
do yourself a favour. Do it. Get past the guy. Okay, I don't think Senna knows who to support. He's gone Team Hall Train Electro Bundy.
Poor Jay. Not laser.
Not laser. Right. Back to the race. I must admit, yes, it's not the most exciting track in the world because it's goddamn flat. I did say Hall Train Electro Monday. What are you talking? Say. You need sleep, Senna, honestly. Yeah, I will admit this is not the most exciting track in the world to commentate on, but it's flat. It's corners. They all look the damn same.
Oh Lord! Oh, right, that makes sense. Okay, he said Lord, but then he put H-O-R in the middle in capitals, so that makes.
Senna, I've been up since 6 this morning. Leave me alone.
Oh,
talking about the good old Punch. He's actually 26 seconds behind Vesker and 13th on Softs. Let's get back to the front.
Mike and Chain Game very quickly. Mike is about to overtake Chain Game here into the last couple of corners. So.
Ooh, not the last couple of corners just yet. We're just coming over the bridge, down to the hairpin. Not an ideal place to overtake. It can be done, unless you got bigger horns.
I don't think anyone has them, so you know. Oh, here he goes down inside. Ooh.
He had a bit of a look, didn't he? He had a look. Of course, Mike in GP2. GP3? No, GP3, sorry.
Yeah,
against Chain Game.
Oh! Very big slide there. He made a nice, good slide there, but he keeps it going and keeps it right behind him though. 0.2 behind him, so down start on a straight, he can just try and hopefully breeze past. But it's 13. But it's 13 laps for Chain Game here, so Chain Game may have to pit again. He doesn't have to, of course, but maybe.
No, he will get to the end on those, even though they're going to be absolutely dead at the end of it. Keeps the inside line. The only problem is though, yes, you want to slide these cars, but they're not designed to do it. Go back to the cars in the mid-70s. They were designed for drifting.
As here he goes
then. You
then.
end up in a wall with a massive, in a massive fireball. But yeah. Well, that's not my problem.
Here he goes.
You've got to go to work.
Down inside, and
no.
he's done it.
Bounced off the wall then as well, didn't he?
He did.
You see that when he was caught past on the inside of Chain Game, he actually bounced off the wall at the same time.
I thought he was going to hit Chain Game for that moment.
Let's have a look further up. Electro, Dan, and Indigo. There's not much to commentate on at the moment because it just seems to be the other two cars. So I'm sorry if you're heartbroken, mate, but I work from home, so I'm happy. And then I'm off all next week, so good times, good times. I wonder if Indigo can actually get Electro down the main straight here. So Electro Dan has been falling back. Surprising, unless Electro Dan's had a spin somewhere. He's gone 6 seconds behind Bundy. I wonder if he's had a spin. Because Indigo's on 13. What do they get? It is about the crossover time where the hards are pretty much good for a couple of laps and the mediums are dead. But I can't see Electro Dan. I can't see Electro Dan keeping these on for the next 5 laps.
Indigo, just quick saying, ERS, Electro Dan 62 and Indigo 100.
Yeah, Indigo's chilling behind Electro Dan. He's literally chilling behind him. Which is good. It's good how some of these drivers can do that and not use any of that deployment. I can't manage it. I literally can't.
No. So
back at the front, it seems to be stable around about 7 tenths now, so I can't see any different moves. Midnight's got second place regardless, because unless Gio can find 15 seconds from somewhere, I think there's your top 3. But don't discount Black Phoenix. He's only 1.5 behind IG. Oh, there has been a spinner.
Chain Game.
Oh, and tyres are dead. Tyres are dead. Then again, I think Vesca's. Oh, and he's retired.
I wouldn't have done that, but okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's retired on track. Yet another one. Yet another one.
Into the wall goes the car.
I don't know. I think Adam should keep on going here because a couple more cars. He's getting some points.
No safety car again. Wow. Here he goes then, does Indigo down the start line straight. He's going to get past Electro Dan this time. Yes, he is down. No, he's not. He looked but couldn't do it.
I think I know why there's no safety car.
Why?
I think Laserlord put it on.
Oh.
I could be totally wrong with that one. I would not speculate at all. But
or it could just be they're all spread out.
Again, yes, it could be because they're all spread out. But I don't know.
I think it will be Laserlord. Sorry, Laserlord. As here he goes. Indigo past Electro down, but goes too wide at the exit.
Yeah, he does go very wide. There's hard.
Yeah.
Don't like going that hard. So.
Oh, here he goes though. Here goes Indigo though, down the inside. He's going to try it into this corner.
Oh,
it goes to wall!
That's it. Game over. Bye bye.
And he has retired from the race. Oh no.
I
Virtual safety car. We have our first thing of the day. Virtual safety car.
It's a VSC.
I think some of the runners who are near the pit lane should come in. The only one who probably could be coming in here is Venom.
Senna's just actually stated yes, safety car is on. Fancy that.
Wow.
We ain't getting one. We are not getting one.
Venom, maybe come into the pits and get... He's not coming in. I would have put some softs on here. We've only got like a couple of laps to go.
Yeah, but he's going to lose more time being in the pit. There's no point. There really isn't any point at all, because even if you put the softs on, you still can't go full pelt coming out, can you? So, yeah, just crack on with what you got. Adam, all I can say is hope to dear God someone else retires your P11. But I can't see it happening. I really don't. I think these are your final positions.
Maybe. As we green, we are green again.
Not including penalties.
As we head around now, we do. Laserlord now coming across the line. That's where your leaders are.
Yeah, Midnight still 6/10 behind. He's not going to do anything else, so he's safe for second. We know TMC's won this now because Midnight with a 3-second penalty. He's not going to do anything. I think we've got Jill in third, but I don't know if Black Phoenix is going to challenge him though. He's right behind him. He's got a better tyre as well, at least for the next couple of laps anyway. Venom is about 19 seconds behind Black Phoenix. 13 seconds back is Bundy. Electra down 10 seconds off. Laser's 12 behind him. Yeah, I think these are basically your positions now. And Adam's coming in again. Wants another pit stop. It's because he's realised those tyres are dead.
Want another pair of softs then to try and set the fastest lap.
Obviously, you can't have a race unless... Oh, he's got a new front wing as well, so he's dinged that off. It's not a race unless All Punch goes for a fastest lap.
It's not.
He's had more fastest laps than I think anyone else in the entire league at the moment, but I could be wrong.
He's got DRS though, so this Black Phoenix here, I think, it's closed the gap up to 0.6 here, so...
He might be going for a late stab to get onto that podium.
Yeah.
You know? He's eyeing up because I say if he gets ahead of Gilles, he closes him down for at least for the championship anyway. That's what he's going to try and do.
Safety car is so random for what it comes out for. I do agree, Lee. I definitely agree.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think it was Tuesday night. Could be wrong. Safety car came out for no reason.
Yeah, I think it was Tuesday.
It was so weird. I mean, I was watching it and there was no accidents, no one went off, no one hit anything, and he just wanted the safety car. Maestro wants to know penalties. Okie dokie, Mr. Maestro, I shall do it for you, but I don't think he's got any. We shall have a quick check.
Do you want me to check for you as well, or nah, leave it?
No, actually, yes, he does. TMC does have a penalty, and he's one warning away from getting another one. So he's got a 3-second penalty. Midnight is also on a 3-second. No,
he's got another one.
That's it. Race over. He's just got another one. So yeah, I didn't know TMC actually picked one up. So TMC's got a 3-second. Midnight's now got 6 seconds. So I think that is now race over.
Jill is still got Black Phoenix right behind him. It's now 0.4, no, back up to 0.52 as they come down the next straight. Now they do. DRS now wide open for Black Phoenix here. Will he try into this corner, or will he wait a little bit longer as he goes down to 3 temps?
I don't know, these front two having a proper fight. Midnight is is really attacking TMC right now. I don't think he's going to fight 3 seconds unless he's going to try and nudge him off somewhere. Please don't do that.
I think if he gets past now and then he gets the last lap, he could do it on the last lap, like pull away and break away.
3 seconds? 19 lap old horse?
You never know.
True, but it ain't going to happen. It's anyone's at the moment. Who's going to finish on the podium? But I think these two are going to stay position. Or are we going to have a surprise fastest lap from someone? Who knows? So I think, yeah, TMC's turned the wick right up. He's going full on. And Midnight is running out of fuel. Has he got enough fuel to get around the rest of the track? That's the thing. His red light is flashing like crazy. Will Midnight have enough fuel to get around the track?
I think they will just. I think he will just. But Black Phoenix, 0.4 now, it's got the gap back down. It was 0.7 a second ago. So I think Black Phoenix here has got great opportunity here. I don't know if he's got a penalty or Jill, but I think he could, if they don't have penalties right now, he's going to get a podium. Black Phoenix. Here we go, Black Phoenix then. Will he try for this one? He tries down the inside line. Nope, can't do it down there. So that's it. I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be your podiums for you. But you never know.
Yeah, Jill doesn't have any penalties. And neither does Black Phoenix either. So yeah, Black Phoenix is more entitled to try and go for it. Which I'm sure he will. But these two at the front are still fighting tooth and nail even on the final lap. I don't think either of them know what kind of penalties they've got, but we know that TMC's only got 3 seconds, Midnight's got 6.
Oh, it's the same with Black Phoenix. He's got flashing red as well to say his fuel's nearly gone.
Yeah, these guys do run it really low. I don't. I just fill it to the brim, I do, and just whack it on high and crack on. That's just where I drive. But here we go. TMC round the final corner, wins in Singapore. Second place will be Midnight, and I think unless Black Phoenix can get past Jill, which I highly doubt he will, we'll have Jill in third. Ooh, Black Phoenix literally loses there as well, actually. Jill comes home in third place. Phoenix comes home in fourth. Venom in fifth. Oh no, Veska comes home in 10th. I think Venom's just going to take his time. SFR's other flying Scotsman. Venom comes home in P5 at 10 points for Racing Point as well. Bondi with a solid place, coming in reserve tonight. He knows what he's doing around this track. Brings it home in P6. Eventually, they're all spread out. This is going to take a while. Gets P6. I don't think penalties are just not going to matter right now. It doesn't matter how many penalties you've got the positions. Electro Dan. Would it be after P7? Who knows? But it's good to see him back in the points again. 7th place for Electro Dan. Blaze Lord comes home in 8th.
And 9th
is your final finisher is Mike. And there you have it, all done.
Yeah. So there we go, that was your Prem race.
It was a good race, it was a very long race. It was a couple of interesting points with the Singapore Grand Prix. It's long, it's arduous. I hope we all try to keep you awake. Because after a while nothing really went on.
Yeah, but it was very, very entertaining. I enjoyed that. There's the champagne being sprayed. Do you want the top 3 in then to talk to them, or?
You'd never get them in, we know that.
Do you not want them in there?
You can try and get them in if you want, but I haven't got him. I don't have them.
Oh, okay. So as we said, it's TMC winning, Midnight 2nd and Jill 3rd, Black Phoenix 4th, and 5th is Venom. 6th was Bundy, 7th Electro Dan, Lays Lord, Mike, Veska and Punch, and then you can see here Indigo, Chain Game Wow, Senna, Tony, Messi and Sancho Wiz is all retirements. Of course they were. Fastest lap of the race. Wow, that went Chile's Law. No, it didn't. It went to Venom, a 1:38.195. If I'm right, yep, that is right. 1:38.195 for Venom. So Venom fastest lap of that one. As Jill leaves the station now, so we'll wait and see when we get back in the thing who actually wants to join. Is Midnight left? If Midnight leaves the station there, we know the top guys will not want to join. Here we'll just wait a second and have a look. Oh no, Midnight's now left, so we won't get the top 3 in. So we won't get the top 3 in then tonight.
So obviously after this, we are then off to the Sochi Autodrome for another tight, twisty track, which I'm not very good at. So we'll soon find out what happens. But you'll see all those guys again. There is tomorrow night. You do have the reserve race tomorrow night, which is always a bit of fun. And then we have the reserves coming back to see what they can do on Sunday evening.
Yes, tomorrow night's classic race is at Hungary in the 1991 McLaren MP4/6. So it's Hungary tomorrow night.
Car.
Yeah.
Hungary round that thing.
Ooh.
Good luck.
Yeah. All the drivers will be interesting with that one. But anyway, that's it then for the Prem race. Hopefully it wasn't boring between lap. about 16 to 28. Hopefully it wasn't boring around there. It got better from about 28 to the end with a little bit battling. Hopefully it wasn't boring. But yeah.
A little thing now, Electrodance just popped up. Who has Driver of the Day? That's one thing I didn't think about.
If I just look at the standings here.
I'm going to go for everyone had Driver of the Day.
Yeah, there we go. That's nice.
There we go. Everyone got it. It actually did not cross my mind. I'm sorry about that. It didn't cross my mind.
Black Phoenix. I'm going to give it to him because he started 16th and finished 4th.
Good shout. Electro Dan 1C says, come on, let me have it. I tell you what, Dan, if you do great in the next race, okay, we'll give it you then. There we go, it's unanimous.
Oh no, it's up to you, it's up to you.
You give it Black Phoenix, I'll give it Electro Dan.
Oh,
there we go, we'll share it. We'll share Driver of the Day.
Okay then. Well, just before everyone else does decide that is to go, that is it then, everybody, for tonight's race. Of course, if you did enjoy, do smash like, and if you haven't already, do subscribe. Thanks again to Gareth for joining.
Not a problem at all. I'm always here to help out. I'm available for the next couple of weeks as well, so you might see me pop up again. Who knows? Yeah. Hopefully another division and maybe reserving as well. So the joys of having a week off and offering my services.
Yeah.
Sounds so bad when I said that. Doesn't offer my services. It won't go down that far. Lino, don't take anything into that, please, whatever you do.
So yeah, as we said, that's it for this week, and Singapore is now officially done. We're Sochi next week for GP, for I think reserves, GP 4, 3, 2, and Prem. And tomorrow night we're at Hungary for the Classic Championship. So yeah, that's it from Prem. Well done to the top 3. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.